The Harlem Renaissance was a time period of social, cultural, and artistic developments that took place in Harlem post-World War I and early 1900s, a time in which people started to express their backgrounds and celebrate their cultural talents.
The Great Migration occurred due to many push and pull factors. Many African Americans hoped for a new life up north because of the Jim Crow laws. The promise of owning land had never truly happened for most blacks, and many of them were tricked into sharecropping, which caused them to be trapped in an endless cycle of debt. All these factors served to push African Americans to seek better lives. Industrialization and economic growth both caused the pull factors during this time. At the time, while many immigrants searched for industrial jobs, the number increased as African Americans were also looking for cheap labor. Unfortunately, the white Northerners were not welcoming as the African Americans came for help. Numerous white laborers complained that African Americans were taking control of the jobs that were available in the employment industry. The majority of these were Harlem's writers, actors, artists, and musicians who encouraged the praising of African American traditions.
Before the Renaissance, many African Americans faced brutal hardships due to the severe, strict laws in the Deep South and the urban North. In order to resolve these issues, it took collective action of the American society to reveal many extraordinary people, such as Langston Hughes. Hughes was a writer who was able to produce different forms of writing and didn't bother to take white poets in consideration. Aaron Douglas was a Harlem Renaissance artist whose work best portrayed the African American philosophy. Not only did he paint murals for buildings, but he also produced many inspiring illustrations for black publications.
Dramatically changed the way of African American culture, but the impact throughout the American culture was equal, causing the white Americans to not look away.
To the 21st century with their drastic change of introducing African American writing and music. The Renaissance played a huge role of ending racial discrimination till this day. This was the beginning of the expansion of African American literature. It came to an end in the late 1930s because of the outbreak of the Great Depression. However, the inspiration founded during the Renaissance continued to last eternally. It paved the path for progress for the coming generations. The African American community was able to learn the fact that inferiority to white Americans was able to be won against. The Harlem Renaissance improved the creation of equality for all people later in history. The success of racial equality for African Americans today would not have been plausible if it had not been for the Harlem Renaissance.